let's have a look at what all the weebs... It's too much. Ooh. I'm so sorry, weebs. I'm so sorry. It's a great time to be a JRPG fan. Back in February we had Neo, just last month we had Nier Automata, and now in April it's Persona 5. Let's have a look at what all the weebs are going to be creaming themselves about next.
Persona 5 is the latest entry in the massive Shin Megami Tensei series, developed by Atlus and launching for the PS4 and PS3 on April the 4th worldwide. Players take on the role of a high school student on probation for assault, who gets sent to Tokyo and a new school, where with their new friends the players form a vigilante group who patrol the streets at night.
At the time of recording, Persona 5 is sitting at a pretty incredible 94 on both Metacritic and OpenCritic. The majority of scores are in the 8 to 10 range, and pretty much everybody agrees it's truly a fantastic game. The Guardian gave the game a perfect 5 stars, saying it's a spectacular work of contemporary young adult fiction, one with a strong moral core, angled yet never didactic, expansive yet always focused. They praised the battle system for being intricate and the narrative for being complex and emotionally absorbing.
Eurogamer awarded the game their highest honour, the Essential Badge, praising the game's stylish visuals, authentic dialogue and sublime soundtrack. They round up their review by saying, beautiful, badass and audacious. Persona 5 is going to steal your heart.
GamerSpot gave it a 9 out of 10, praising the turn-based combat, dungeon exploration, cast of characters and soundtrack. Their only negative point was the boss battles became unfair towards the end of the game. GamerSpot summed up the experience saying, Persona 5's compulsive gameplay and infectious energy make it a standout RPG.
Game Informer awarded a score of 9.25 out of 10, saying the well-crafted story, exciting combat and deep systems make it my favourite entry in the series and the best JRPG in years. They compared finishing the game to the sense of accomplishment you get when finishing a massive novel.
Finally, IGN gave the game 9.7 out of 10, saying the game is a massive RPG with well over 100 hours of content, with more to do than ever before. IGN found themselves itching to get back into the game and summed up saying, this is a new gold standard for JRPGs and by far the best entry in the series yet.
So it seems like another week, another game hyped to hell. It's just non-stop this year so far, like game after game, and Persona 5 is the next in the running for Game of the Year apparently. So I, for one, I wasn't considering getting this game, but 94 on Metacritic, all these awesome reviews so far. I have to play this game just to see what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I've never even heard the word didactic before that. Didactic. So that's how you know it's a good review. I mean, whipping out these words. Really, this is one of these games where people are hyping it in a way they're describing it as an experience instead of a game, first of all. They're saying it's like a TV series or a novel. They're making it feel like an epic. So, you know, I mean, forget Paradise Lost and all that poetry. This is what you want to be playing. I mean, I've never read something this year that's been hyped to high heaven as much as this. So surely after 10 years of waiting almost, it's going to be stomper, isn't it?
It's definitely got value for money. If you've got over 100 hours of gameplay, there's not many games that you could say that. So the other thing is that it was released in Japan back in September. It's taken them 6 months to translate it. So all the bugs could have been ironed out if there was any bugs to begin with. It's not going to be unfinished. It's going to be a great value proposition for anyone, like I said, who's budget conscious. And the game itself seems like there's a lot of character in it from the gameplay that I've seen. It seems like it's got a strong personality in itself. That's regardless of the characters themselves, the game. You just look at the art style.
Most games call themselves a role-playing game. This looks like a game where you can actually play the role. You can take exams, you can work a side job. It's a whole social simulation. So if you do want to get lost in another world and get involved in everything, it looks like this could be the game for you. So far, no one's feeling shortchanged. If there was anything wrong with it, you would have heard that by now by some angry fan that's been sitting there sweating for 8 years, 9 years. But no, we've not heard anything but praise for this, and I think that's a really great sign for Persona 5.
One of the biggest selling points for me is that the fact that it's just so different, like it's out there. It's not your regular, like standard cookie cutter type of game. It's like these school kids are vigilantes at night. There was one thing I saw somewhere where one of your teachers in school wouldn't pass you unless you f***ed him. Yeah, that was a bit of a
Japan.
What?
Not again.
Oh, Japan. That's funny. That's fresh. It's like how many games do that? I've got the balls to do that. I'm really interested in getting this game. Let us know what you think about this game. If you've played it, or whether you're thinking about picking it up, or whether you just think it's shit. Whether you're one of those very few people who have got no interest in this game at all. Let us know your opinions down in the comments.
With such a hard-hitting year already, could Persona 5 really be Game of the Year material already? Let us know down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and we've got plenty more content for you just here if you fancy checking out some more of our stuff. We'll see you again.